Michael Nagy here with Jiggy Jag TV and discoveringbands.com, and I'm here with Elle Noir. How you doing today?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, yes, of course. Well, first of all, I am a crazy person, so sorry if I talk a lot with my hands because I'm Italian. So, well, I'm basically a singer, a music composer, and a singing teacher. And as a singer, I work in different contests, from opera to cabaret. I am a cabaret performer in London, but I also write my music, my songs, and Elle Noir, that is my latest project, is something that I really needed at this point of my life, because I was the singer of two symphonic metal bands, and when they broke up, my deepest side was homeless. So after 2 years, I decided to create my own music again, and this project is a solo project, and well, it's all about myself, my music, my life, and my dark side.
Now, you have your original music and you also do covers, right?
Yes, yes, I do covers because I honestly, I want to do what I want, what I like. So if I want to do an acoustic version, I do an acoustic version. If I want to do a cover in my music style, I do a cover. Sometimes I create dark music, dark ambient music that it's not my songs that you can find maybe in my EP. It's something different, and I put on YouTube because it's all the part of me, of my this side of me. So yeah, I do a lot of covers. I'm using this like an experience for doing something that before I didn't do.
Yeah, I like your covers, how you take like rock and metal songs and make them like more goth. Like, it's pretty
Yes.
cool.
Thank you. Very deep and very dark. Yeah, it's me because I'm, maybe you can see that I'm like a bipolar. I am an unhappy goth, unhappy person, but in my real life. But I have this deep and dark side that always needs to go outside of me. And I can do this only through music, through my music. So, yeah. Well, I started studying opera when I was a teen because I wanted to become like Tarja Turunen of Nightwish, not because I wanted to become an opera singer. And when I was in conservatory, all my classmates were like looking at me because I was the different one. But I hope in a good way. I mean, it's my path, it's my journey.
What are you currently working on?
Well, I'm using these days of stop for finish my new EP, and I'm very proud of my new EP because it is much more me than my first one. My first one was something that I decided to do alone, all by myself. So I used a lot of electronics. I am used to work with the Logic, so I was like, okay, I can do all by myself. But honestly, I am much more front metal band girl. So I really needed drum and guitar and bass. And luckily, my producer is also a multi-instrumentalist, so he, under my supervision, obviously, helped me in recording all these parts that I really missed in my first EP. It was an experiment, my first one. The second one is me. So, and I am creating always in my crazy mind.
What were the metal bands that you were in? You said you were in a couple metal bands. What were the names of those bands?
Yeah. Well, the first one was Volunteers, and we broke up because our pianist was arrested, and and we didn't know about this until we discovered through a newspaper. So we decided to break up. Was something very heavy metal. Well, sadly, but I decided to create another metal band with some more professional guys, more serious guys, and my second band was After Apocalypse. I decided the name because of my first band. And I also created the lyrics, the melody, the songs of my second metal band. But sadly, because of a lot of problems and reasons, we broke up. So I decided to do something different, because every time I was very, very depressed, because I am a person who put totally herself in something, and every time the other guys were not like me. So every time I was bored of this, and I decided to create my own project.
And how are you handling this quarantine lockdown time?
Well, luckily, first of all, I live in a wood. My house is in the middle of nature, so I can go outside. Not far from my house, obviously, but I can go outside. And since I live in the north of Italy, maybe you saw in television what happened in my city in the north. I live in the worst area now in Italy, so I'm locked down since 2 months ago. And well, I'm used to be alone, so I love to be alone, so it's not a problem. I have my music studio and I'm creating music. I am teaching through Skype, and I have built a little gym, so every day I am like pushing and having fun. And I have 3 dogs, so I am lucky. In all this mess, I think I am really lucky, and I am taking advantage of this situation. The first week, I was very, very scared, because we in Italy were the only one, only after China, but the first one to experiment this situation. So we didn't know what to expect. Okay, so the first week, the second week, I was like paralyzed, like, oh my God, we are gonna die all. But day by day, I am a strong person, so I took advantage of the situation, and I'm very good now. I hope all is gonna be all right here and also in USA. That is not good either now. Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's very hard for me. The reason why I want to stay alone usually is because I always feel all the energy in the world, and it makes me very or sad or depressed. And this situation, if I think about it, broke me down. It's really hard. So I try to stay positive and to do, I have a schedule every day, 2 hours of gym, 2 hours singing, 2 hours in my studio, 2 hours teaching. So the day passes.
Glad to hear. So if people want to find you online, look you up, how do they do that?
Well, you can find me on YouTube, where you find me and I find you. And so go to my YouTube channel, Elle Noir, and also on Spotify with the same name, Elle Noir. You can find me on social media. I love Instagram, for example, and I'm on Instagram like Elle Noir Dark Singer, and also on Facebook.
It was good talking with you and having you, and everyone, look her up.
Thank you so much. You are really nice, and I love your interviews. I'm so happy to be here. And sorry if I am a little crazy, but it's me.